What's up, Kings fans? We're back in the film room after another big win against the Suns, the second one in the last week, which is always huge to have that head-to-head advantage, at least for now, over a team that you're probably going to be battling with all season in the standings. A pretty weird game overall in a lot of ways. The Kings shot nearly 30% better from the field than Phoenix, and finally started knocking down some threes, albeit on just 28 attempts. I thought the Kings played really well on both ends. It was just offensive rebounds and turnovers that killed them. So besides some of these self-inflicted wounds, the Kings looked really good as a whole, and I could really go a lot of different ways for this film room session, but I wanted to focus on De'Aaron Fox because the Kings really got the best version of him last night. Specifically offensively for Fox, this shot chart is beautiful. 11 of 17 from the field, and 12 of those attempts are coming from inside the paint. Whenever Fox is off the ball, the Kings will usually put him in this right corner so that he can attack coming to his left. So here he's starting from that corner, and he's curling right off that handoff from Sabonis to get downhill. Tyus Jones actually goes under here, but this is where, Fox can hurt you in so many different ways. We all know his speed, and we'll see plenty of that later, but here it's that strength and bumping his way to the rim. Here he's working on the ball, gets a really good screen from Domas, then kind of slithers between that defender that's digging. Nurkic is in a drop, so Fox could just rise up for an easy, uncontested floater. Anytime in transition where the big is behind the ball should be an auto attack for Fox, and it usually is. Here the only defenders in front of him are Tyus Jones and Royce O'Neal in a backpedal, so Fox really has all the space in the world. Tyus actually does a good job at staying in front initially, but again that strength from De'Aaron to just go through him, and honestly probably should have been an and one here. 7 seconds on the shot clock here, and I'll never understand why some teams pressure Fox in the backcourt in these situations like the Suns do here. So De'Aaron just sets his man up and runs a route here, getting ahead of steam going, and Keegan throws him a nice pass in stride, and in just 3 dribbles Fox is already in the paint. And if the defender is going to backpedal and try to vertical contest at the basket, he really stands no chance against a downhill Fox right here, and De'Aaron has some incredible body control in the air, here elevating and hanging and finishing through that contact. De'Aaron got a lot of his offense playing with the small ball unit where the Kings have Trey Lyles play the 5. The Kings like to get a lot of backline motion in their offense, so they'll start possessions off like here where they have the corners exchange. So Keegan and Huerter go baseline from corner to corner, while Doug McDermott, who is on the weak side of where Fox is initiating this ball screen, he'll 45 cut and clear out to the other wing. So this creates a lot of movement for all of these help defenders, so none of them are where they need to be for their set defense. So now when Fox comes off that Lyles screen, there's no resistance at the rim. Fox could literally lose the ball here and still finish. This is another set where that off-ball motion creates the space for De'Aaron to attack. Huerter clears out, which gives Fox an empty corner to work with, so he has the entire side of the court, and this is a funny shot because Fox has the ball here and he's already going downhill, but these 3 Suns defenders, who you need as baseline help to defend against a De'Aaron Fox drive, are all not looking at the ball. They're expecting some kind of action between Keegan, Doug, and Huerter, because the Kings do run a lot of staggers and twirls between 3 shooters and have natural exit screens in their offense, and it looks like it was designed to be, but instead Fox now has all the space to himself and he can just go. I love Ryan Dunn, he's an awesome defender, but asking someone to defend De'Aaron Fox from 30 feet out with no help is an impossible task, and Fox is able to get into the paint and spin off of him right to the cup. There was some really good connectivity stuff from Fox too. The Kings do a lot of guard screens for DeRozan, so here Fox comes up and sets that pick. I love DeMar's patience here, doesn't waste a dribble, just waits to see how the Suns play it. They decide to blitz, so Fox just slips and catches on the short roll. Now it's a 4-on-3 and something is going to be open. You really have an advantage everywhere. Fox decides to hit Keegan in the corner. He attacks Booker's closeout and he's 1 dribble into a pull-up midi. More empty side stuff for Fox to work with here. Tyus is anticipating a screen, so Fox goes behind the back and tries to go baseline, but Nurkic drops and the Suns get their backline help ready. So De'Aaron just gives that up to Domas, who goes off the dribble right into Fox's direction, and Tyus Jones is again anticipating that DHO, so Fox sets him up, then goes back door. Nurkic has to drop to save a basket, and now Sabonis actually has all day to line this one up. Keegan did an incredible job on Devin Booker all night. A really good sequence here, staying in front and forcing a tough shot, and right after that stop, Fox sees that Booker's on the ground and no other Sun got back, so Fox is off to the races. Really great hustle from Ryan Dunn here, but the basket is going to count regardless. On these baseline out of bounds plays, the Kings will use Fox as the inbounder, and he has the option of either setting a screen or coming off of one. Here he chooses to come off of it and get the ball, so De'Aaron gets that switch with Mason Plumlee on him here, but it's against a set defense, so Fox is aware that they're really just going to load up against him and make it tough to attack, but just the threat of a drive has Plumlee fearing for his life, so De'Aaron can just rise up for any shot that he wants. More 5-out empty side offense here, so you have that pick and pop with Lyles, and on the weak side you have this exit screen from Doug just to try and distract all of these help defenders. Off the ball screen, Plumlee is in a drop and the Suns don't have any backline help, everything is in the middle, and this is just absolutely filthy from De'Aaron. In and out, fake middle, and freezes Plumlee, and then it's just one more dribble and a scoop finish, all with his left hand. End of the quarter offense usually means ISO time for De'Aaron, and this is what you want to see from him more often. He still has that 0 to 100 burst. I mean, no one is staying in front of this. Straight line drive into the paint, and these are the results. You draw basically the entire defense into the paint. Now you have a spray 3 to the corner for Herter, which is one of the best shots in basketball. These driving lanes aren't always going to be there, but Fox needs to take them whenever they are. Booker, who is the nail help here, turns his head just for a second and all of a sudden there's a gap to attack and Fox gets right to the paint. Again he draws that help, Okogie sinks down, and Herter is free in the corner for another open triple. Last play I want to show is that 45 set the Kings will run for Fox. Here they do it with the small ball unit, and Keon and Lyle set those screens. De'Aaron gets a switch and ends up with Ty Washington on him, sees a gap, and no hesitation just attacks immediately right into the paint, and this time takes it himself. We know how great his touch is on these floaters. As always, thank you all for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.